What's up, everybody? It's been a long ass day, man. I've been fucking running around like crazy. Kind of feel tired. I was thinking about fucking just calling it a night, but I gotta do shit, man. I never even got to work on the truck. So I went over to my boy's house to get some weed. He fucking smoked me out and hooked me up, so that's kind of nice. I literally have weed for the next few days, like probably a week. I could probably make the weed he gave me, I could make it last a week. So I'm gonna take the advantage of that, and bust out this truck tomorrow. And another reason why I kind of haven't been making videos, I've been on the phone. Facebook Marketplace, someone actually messaged me, man, and it surprises me because my mind hasn't been on that transfer case in over a week. I have the HD25, 2500 480E transfer case I still have listed for 250, and I have the diff, the 410 diff, with the axles, the 8 lug axles. I have the 8 lug hubs too with it. You know what I mean? That have low miles on them. I'll give them to him too. I told him, look, man, just come get the shit, man. Bring me 250. Bring me $500. It's yours. I'll have $500 in my pocket, and I'll walk down the street and go talk to that girl again, and see about dragging that Blazer down here. I don't want to talk to her until I have another 500 in my pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So, you gotta wait on that stuff. That stuff takes time. The stuff will sell, but I've been doing that. I've been sitting in this chair, fucking messing with him, talking to people and stuff. I smoked. I made a cup of coffee. I'm groggy. I'm getting crashing. I'm getting tired, but I'm gonna rock it out. I fucking cracked open the Corona. I drank half of it, a little more than half of it today. That's all I have left. I'm probably gonna drink that tonight.
10 Mile and Telegraph with the Blacker. Mary Robert Sam Lincoln Adam Henry 1. Like
So another thing I wanted to do for Bill is get this laptop running. I told him I had a bag. I found it. I got a laptop bag, so that came fucking with, I bought it actually for this. So actually came with it. The kid brought me with it. When I bought the laptop, he gave me the bag. This is the bag he gave me with it. Alright, so I'm gonna give him this because I'm gonna use the other bag for the IBM ThinkPad. I have a bag for that, so I'm gonna give him this. Bill already paid me $20, so I gave him this. So we gotta test this computer. And this is another reason why I like using Linux a lot, is because MX Linux that I have running on this computer right here. Okay. Most computers don't even have disk drives no more, They're all USB flash drive and stuff, so I have tons of flash drives just laying around, you see? I got boxes of them, but these are the two that I've been using mostly. This has Kali Linux on it, if I remember correctly. This is the one we put Kali Linux on to put on here. This one should have MX Linux. So MX Linux is what I'm going to go for because it's a lighter operating system. It's a smaller operating system. It uses less resources in a sense. So this should have at least 2 or 4 gigs of RAM. I'm assuming. I don't remember what it said. I remember the processor. It said it had a 2 gig processor. I remember that. And there's no hard drive in it. So I'm assuming that it probably has some bad RAM or a hard drive as well. That's probably most likely the main reason why they pulled the hard drive. Nobody ended up replacing it. So I might have to get some RAM. And I've been digging through stuff. All the RAM I have is newer. I got PC4 RAM. This is PC2, which is the speed, and it's the socket type of the actual laptop itself. But what we're going to do is with Linux, okay, With MX Linux specific distributions, you can run live systems, and what it's meaning or what it's saying is you can run the operating system off this flash drive without installing it to any physical media on the actual laptop itself. So like we can literally put this in any computer, for instance, right? And if I can get into the BIOS, which is the basic input output system of any computer, where I hit the F2 key, escape key, or F10 key, or F12 key. It depends on what manufacturer, what make. Apple's different. But you can boot off of these if it's not locked down. So if it's a stolen laptop, you know what I mean, and it's locked down, most likely you don't want it. You don't want it. Don't buy it. There's no point. You can't do anything with it, especially if it has CompuTrace enabled, which most of the time they don't do all that shit and stuff. They don't even know what that stuff is, It's like security stuff, like business IT type stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and just work on this laptop for Bill, I gotta get it running for him. He's excited, and he's never had a laptop before or a computer. And honestly, Bill's the type of guy where I think if he likes it, he would learn, like he would get really into it. Because he's at home, he can do it at home. It doesn't take much, When I was like getting away from people, I went through a lot of depression and stuff. And I hated people. So I would always, I would dive into this stuff, I'd get away from people, listen to my music and stuff. This is why I have all this nice stuff, man. I enjoy spending time by myself and creating things, building things. I build all types of stuff. So I've made stuff that people have never even seen before, okay? So, most people. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put it in a USB. Some laptops, the USBs are faster than the other. So what's funny is this has 4 gigs of RAM, right? This has 4 gigs of RAM, but this one will definitely boot a lot faster because not only has the RAM more up to date, it's a faster speed, even though it's the same amount size, it's still a faster megahertz. It's got a faster, what they call it, a front side bus. That's kind of what you would consider it. But yeah, we can get technical, but and then of course my phone is freezing up. I can't see any video. My face looks funny, but we'll keep on going. So, yeah, it's going to be, I'm interested to see how this runs. I'm hoping the RAM is good, so I probably am going to put it in the back. Usually the USBs in the back run better than the ones on the side for some reason. They're usually faster too. Sometimes they'll have, like a lot of laptops, they'll have one USB 3.0 port, and they'll be like the rest will be USB 2.0. This is going to definitely be USB 2.0. It's going to be older. They got USB 3.0 now and all this other crazy shit. So we're going to want to go right to F2, which I already, I remember going in here for a second and I already went to boot sequence and I moved it up, but I got to remember I got to make sure it saved and it went up. It did. So what we're going to do is this is how you do this. So it brings up this menu, right? When you hit F2, it'll tell you. So it says the system group provides basic system information. It contains options to modify the date, time, and boot sequence. It says press enter to hide the fields in this group. We're just going to hit the down key. It says system. It's a Dell Latitude D630. The system version, the BIOS version, which is this right here, is A17. That's the build. It was last updated 104 in 2010, so 13 years ago. It's got a service tag, processor info. It's an Intel Core dual processor. I said Celeron, which it should be a Celeron. It's a 2 gigahertz, like I thought. Like I remember saying, it says minimum clock speed of 1.2. Memory info. This is what I'm looking at. This is what we're about to test to make sure that it doesn't need it. Which if it does, we can get RAM cheap for this thing. It says probably $10 we can get RAM for this thing. I'm serious. We're probably gonna upgrade it to at least 8. I'm probably gonna put 8 in there when if I'm sure it's gonna need it. It's old, the memory speed is 667 megahertz, and that's what I was talking about. The memory speed, the front side bus, or there's different architectures and stuff, but that's mostly what people are referring to. This is dual channel mode, which means that it's got two 2 gig sticks. So it's running in dual channel mode. So if I want to get 8 gigs, I got to get 2 4 gig sticks. This might only support 8. Some of them support 16. I don't remember if this does support 16. I don't think it does. It might. It might, just because it's a Dell business laptop. Most of them don't support more than 16, so you know. And this is still bugging me with the camera not looking. It's bothering me. So what we're gonna do, device info. It's got a CD drive, video controller, Intel Crestline graphics. It's got a video BIOS version as well. It's a 1588 video memory, 8 megabytes. It's got a 14-inch wide screen XGA, native resolution 1280 by 800. It's talking about the measurement of the screen right here. Okay. It's got an audio controller, Sigmatel 9205, modem controller. So that's that's for the actual to connect to the dial-up. It's dial-up, which blows my mind. And it's crazy, this laptop's pretty cool because it has a CD drive, which is ancient, and it has all these old hookups, man, like all these RF cards and shit, and then these mini USB, like it's got these old fucking these PC cards, man. I remember these things, man. These things were crazy. You could do all different types of stuff with these things, man. They actually have some pretty cool devices, Wi-Fi cards, hacking Wi-Fi cards, satellite connections, fucking, you wouldn't believe the type of stuff that they had, the coolest shit that I used to fuck with, man. That's just like, it's so obsolete these days, you know? It just blows my mind, like how much, technology has changed, you know? The last time I used this was I had an 802.11b card. It was a Cisco card. God, that was old. That's probably to lock the Wi-Fi or lock this or something. So fucking who knows. This is right there, so you can put the laptop on a battery bank and like a desktop. You literally just turn this basically laptop into a desktop and have extra, it would hook up to the LAN, you wouldn't have to have Wi-Fi, all that stuff. It would have, multiple screens, all that shit. All those peripherals used to cost so much and were like so state of the art back then. It's insane. Oh, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna boot. I was about to do something else. I don't know what the fuck I was about to do. But yeah, the battery says it's charged, which the battery health is shit. I see it says this battery is performing normally, module bay not installed. It needs a new battery for sure. So boot sequence, you just hit enter, right? It'll highlight and you just go up and down, and then you read it. It tells you what to do. It says press up down arrow to select a device. So this is up down to select what one you want to move up and down. And then it says press the U button or the D button to move a device up or down on the list. So we want to boot off that USB drive, right? Back in the day, I used to always boot off of CD drives. If you're booting off a CD drive, if you have to burn an operating system, make sure you burn it as slow as possible. The slowest speed, the better it is. You want to have, the operating system is the most, you want the integrity to be there. You don't want anything to be messed up. So that's why you would burn it slow. So yeah, all you would do is say we want to move it down, hit D, dick it down, boom, where it's fine. We don't really need to do anything else. We could put this up, that's how I usually would normally have it. Back in the day, it would be like that. But, today it's going to be this. So, You know, we could actually, it's crazy, we could boot off all different, we could boot off of that card right here, this modular bay. It's crazy. It has so many different options. You could boot off of the network card, which we'll speak about that one day. So then it says hit enter. We're just going to hit escape. It's going to ask you made changes to this field. What do you want to do with these changes? More changes, save or discard. Of course, we're going to hit to the right arrow key, hit save, enter. And then we're going to hit escape again. It's going to bring this menu up. We're going to hit save and exit. It should boot. And we should see an MX Linux thing, if I did it correctly and it works correctly. What I want to do is MX Linux. Okay, here we go. I don't want to boot MX Linux yet. I want to do a memory test. There's no point to even sit here and mess around because I have no idea. I'm hoping the RAM's good. I really am, because then Bill ain't got to spend money, because I don't think I have RAM for it. That RAM I have is too new. So we'll see. Usually if the RAM's bad, most of the time it goes right away. Most of the time, not all the time. I've had it, it'll find errors right at the end. It's not always the case. But most of the time, within the first few minutes, it will do it. So, it says memtest 86 version 4.3.7. It tells you the same stuff that we just read, kind of. Intel Core 2 Duo, T7 2050, 2 gigahertz. It says CPU, that's CLK, short for clock speed. 1995 megahertz, and we already have errors. That's not good. It needs RAM. L1 catch 64 26 707 testing. See how it already popped up? Yeah, he needs RAM. This is why this laptop was just sitting around. It's worth fixing though. For another $20, you know what I mean? I can hook him up. I'll probably put Windows on it for him. Even though honestly though, to be truthful, I'm probably going to keep MX Linux on it. And this is why I say this. Is because once I leave, right, Bill is not a computer geek. Bill is not going to be going around downloading stuff and everything. If I put Windows on this, right, and I leave, right, and he goes on websites and stuff and is exploring, he's going to end up clicking on stuff he knows nothing about, and he's going to end up with viruses and all this other shit. The computer's going to get really, really slow. He's going to have problems. He's going to want to have to spend money, all that stuff, right? If I put MX Linux on this, right, which is what we're using to test this, right, he'll never have a virus, ever. He'll never, ever have a virus. This computer will run for 10 years straight, 20 years straight. Never give him a problem, ever. As long as it's physically good, the RAM tests out, the hard drive tests out, he'll be able to view his videos, surf the internet, listen to music, do everything he can do just like a Windows machine, right? For free, he can do. You can use OpenOffice for, Microsoft Office. You can use LibreOffice. You can use all these different things. He can do everything. Microsoft Firefox, it's all up to date. It's just like Microsoft. It's just as good as Microsoft, if not better. It's more stable, because you don't get viruses, because Linux geeks aren't developing for Linux, because the people that are using Linux aren't stupid enough to leave their tax information and everything and secure, open. You get what I'm saying? They're attacking people's phones and iPhones now. Back in the day, they were really targeting Microsoft systems. Not so much as they are targeting phones now. But they're still targeting, the laptops, and Microsoft don't think that they aren't. They are, because everybody puts their, shit on it. But, yeah. There's no point to even really keep on going. It says error confidence value 136. Lowest error address, it tells you all the test errors, highest error address. This is actually the binary information, of the, where it's actually crunching the numbers and testing the RAM. So, where does that package I have? Should be somewhere. I think I threw it in here. I was going to show you guys, but you guys know what RAM is. You can look at that shit on the internet, man. Yeah. we gotta find RAM. So it's PC2 most likely. So what we can do is go over here. Alright. We'll just open this up real quick. We'll go to Amazon. We'll see how much PC2 RAM is. I bet you it's cheap. It's gotta be cheap. I can't see it being no more than $30. I bet you it's like $10. This computer's so slow compared to this one. Alright, let's see. We can just like type in PC2 RAM. Should pop up. Or DDR2 or... Yep. There we go. ATEC 2GB, DDR2 530 megabyte, 533 megahertz, PC2 4200, 200 pin, SODIMM laptop notebook computer RAM 1709, $12.99. See, this is what I was talking about, like $10. I get two 4 gigabytes, right? Like I just said, where she would have 8 gigabytes. I could have this at my house tomorrow. So, we gotta look up a hard drive, which we gotta open that up. I gotta see if that has, we're gonna open this up real quick. So here's the flashlight. I got a toolkit somewhere around here. Where is it at? We'll find it. I don't know where I fucking put her. There's the RAM. I gotta find my toolkit. I'm trying to think where I put that bitch. Of course. You know, I could be like every other YouTube and have every single thing set up perfectly, so... But what's the fun in that, man? Why would I do all that? That would be stupid. Actually, it'd be smart. I should be like those other YouTubers. I don't know where my fucking screwdriver is. I got a little kit. I have it somewhere around here. I don't think I packed it up. Let's see. See, it's like a little, it's just, I have a little kit just for this. I use it every fucking day. I don't know where I put it. I just had it. Yeah, it was sitting right here. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I always be losing shit and it's probably right in front of me. That's how it always goes. That's how all these hoes are. Alright, I don't know. I guess we give up. Do we give up? I don't know what we do. It's gotta be, you know, we can always look it up. That's what we do. See, you had to use your brain. I'm stupid. So we just do this. We type in Dell D630 hard drive, or we can type in specs, hard drive. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. So Dell Latitude D630 laptop. It's gonna be a SATA drive, man. This is what we're looking for. A 2.5-inch SATA drive. What I want to see though, what I'm looking, what I want to figure out though, you see these SATA tips, right? A lot of these Dells, this is why I want to open it up. Because a lot of these Dells, they have this little piece that goes onto it, and then it slips into the motherboard. This is why I ran to it. People are probably like, what the fuck? You know, any other computer person that knows a little about computers, they're probably thinking I'm retarded right now, but I'm not retarded, I promise. These laptops, and it's stupid because it's like a fucking $10 piece. And I used to use them, I lose them all the time. Yeah, but you gotta open up this panel, we'll get to it. I swear, dude, this is driving me crazy. Like, that's on in there, there's the camera. Let's not in there. There's all those. It's not in here. Just look in here. Even though I bet you it's in here. It's gotta be in here. I bet you it has to be. I bet you any money it's in one of these things. I probably put it away and didn't realize it. See all these power cords. I got. Listen, man, I work. Listen, I test walls, all that stuff. Your boy listen, I made a lot of money, man. People think, like, I try to tell people, like, who I am and stuff. People don't believe me, man. They think I'm nobody. Everybody's somebody, you hear me? Everybody's somebody. Tired of that shit. Mentora is chasing all the... That's fucking adorable. Oh my god, yes. This is amazing. I'm so happy she's doing good. It's my little girl. That's my baby. Get it. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, baby girl. I love her, man. I love her so fucking much. I'm so thankful Jesus gave her to me. I was just asking for a cat, too, for the sailboat. And she's got the perfect personality. She's going to be able to handle the waves. I've been kind of drowning her, all types of shit. Like, forcing her to swim, all types of stuff, man. I've been not beating on her like that. I was not literally drowning her. She just acts like I'm drowning her. She starts whining like I'm killing her. So, that's why I said that. I got my head bopper in case somebody comes around, you know. I can chase them down the street like dazed and confused, you know. Bend them over my knee. What, bitch? It's got a shroom, you know. They're gonna be seeing shrooms when I crack them over the head. That's why I put it there. They're gonna be hallucinating when I crack them. Yeah. I don't know. I was just bored, random shit. I don't know. I don't know why I had to have it. I seen it. I had to have it. I walked home with it. It was in the trash. I've had it for over a year now since I moved into this home, trying to work it out with my so-called father. Fucking stupid. I'm irritated I can't find that shit. I got this from Rose. I stole this from Rose. And then Rose, not only did Bill get the laptop, right? I decided to keep both leather suitcases, which I decided to keep them because they said vintage TM on them, and they're leather, man. They're real leather, I think, man. I'm pretty positive that's real leather. It even smells like it. These are nice, man. I'm telling you, she has class. And look what else I got. My favorite things. Furniture. Real furniture. And it's crazy. It's the same type of wood as my table. But it's old. And it needs to be redone. And it will look like my table almost. So it's cherry, see? Antique cherry. It's cherry wood, man, cherry oak. And you paint it red. If you stain it a certain color, these cherry oaks, they call it cherry oak because, look, man, it looks like cherry when you stain it. It's the oak. It's one of the beautiful things. They threw this out. I'm so surprised they threw this out. It blew my mind. Like, wow. I'm gonna sand it down this weekend. All right, I'm thinking about sanding it down. I actually might keep it. I'm gonna post it. But if I sand it down and I stain it, I can get another $100 out of it. All right, another $50 out of it for my time and money, which will only take me a little bit of work. I just got to get this off, you know. It won't take that much. I might just sand it and then clear it, you know what I mean? Just get this out of it and stuff. But I really don't want to get rid of it. I might throw it in my storage unit with the rest of the furniture. So, yeah, that came out of Rose's house, too. I was like, damn, man, I'm taking that. So, I might keep it. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it. Because it goes along with this, right? Look, that's pretty much the same exact thing. And that's my great grandma's with the mirror. You know, I have the mirror still, you know, like look at this. You know what I mean? That's my great grandma's, you know? Like you can't replace that. You know, my family that lost that mirror for a while. I ended up getting that mirror back. I talked about it in the video. So, you know, and I can't replace it. I don't have much from my family. So, people are gonna sit there, oh, that's all your family stuff. No, it's not. I bought all this stuff. Trust me. Fucking stupid. Look, I worked hard for all this stuff. I work hard every day. K7. Department 485. Manufactured 555555555. No fucking way, man. It's my favorite number, man. Hell no. That's going in my number box. The numbers, I'm studying this number. K7, K55. All the stuff. I keep stuff like this, right? All the stuff I'm studying, it goes in my safe. Like all my crystal. These are my crystals. I won't get rid of this stuff. I always keep all my wax in there for my bong. I just don't have any wax right now, and I'm packing up. These are for my scotches for my boat when I'm sailing around the world on my little boat, my 27-foot boat. I'm gonna bust out a scotch every once in a while. Like if I have friends over and stuff on the boat, you know, where I'm out, like if I'm in port and I meet somebody and they come on board, you know, we smoke or I get some buy some weed off of them, you know. I'm gonna ask them, hey man, you wanna have a scotch or something? And they're like, hell yeah, man, come on. We're gonna go have a scotch and a cigar. I'm gonna have a couple stogies in the safe. So that safe is going in the boat. I'll have a couple stogies in there, some Cuban cigars. I'm gonna have a couple Cubans in there and a bottle of scotch. At all times, 24/7, 7 days a week. There's gonna be 2 bottles in there specifically. There's gonna be some scotch, and I'll show you the other bottle. This is what will be in there. This is my favorite drink. Cognac. This is what I drink. The D with the cross. It's my own. This is my favorite one. And there's a reason for it. It's French. It's made from France. They've been making it since the 1600s. You hear me? It's the same recipe since the 1600s. This is why I've been drinking it my whole life. Ever since they've had it, they've had this for a long time. I've been drinking my whole life. You hear me? Like ever since I've ever found out about it, that's when I started about it, and it's been a long time. So, plus you know the name is similar to my last name too, so that's also why I drink it. Yeah. Which actually I want to hit my bong, which I don't have any wax, but I do have my bowl, which has weed, which I just got. Dude, listen, man, my boy hooked me up, man. Listen, I only gave this man $13. I gave him 10. He told me bring him 20 for an eighth. I had $20. I bought food. I ended up buying a Red Bull and some food. I went to McDonald's, bought 2 McChickens, a Red Bull, and I gave the rest to my boy. He gave me fucking let's see, where's it at? Where'd I put that boy? There's this one. But he gave me this for free, man. I was like, damn, man. I was like, man, you just blessed me. That's what we're about to smoke, actually. I was looking for the other weed, which is somewhere around here. I have it on the table somewhere. I think I see it right there. But, I'm gonna smoke this. And just do this, right? Get some shake. Boom. I want to get a good bong hit. Then I'll do some more read. Or read and then I don't know. I gotta get to work. What I'll do is I was gonna work on Bill's laptop for us, but we were kinda, you know, we gotta figure that one out because we need RAM. This ended up being a bud, it wasn't all shake. I need to break it up a little bit. Right. Yeah. So all I'm gonna do is just, this is for wax. This is quartz. This isn't glass. It's quartz. So everyone knows. And that was a bug. Thought it was a roach. So we're gonna do this. Do that. Bam. Just like that. I'm gonna hold it. Yep. There's just something about the bong, man, when it goes through the water. It's a cleaner high. It does. It filters out all that bullshit. Sometimes it gets you higher. Sometimes it doesn't. I definitely want to. I'm trying to get that shake, man, with all the crystals and shit. I'm trying to get blown back real quick. I only smoked a little bowl since I got back. I've been tinkering with shit, cleaning shit, fucking with shit, packing shit up, looking for stuff, trying to figure out everything that I need. It's not stressful. It's just, takes time when you're by yourself. Everybody tries to rush, man. That's the problem. They rush. Don't even know what the fuck they're rushing for. Crazy me. Alright. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. I'm coming for a rip. What's funny is I haven't smoked bud through this, flower through this yet. It's the first time. Which I normally wouldn't because it's wax, but I've only used this for wax. Because, I don't know, flower resin gets funky sometimes. But I'm not going to be letting a bunch of ash getting in there either. That's another thing that I don't like. That's why I like just smoking wax out of it, because it doesn't get all the ash in it. Pretty good. I'm high now. Where I need to be. It helps, man, dealing with you guys, talking, opening up, that type of stuff. Normally I wouldn't want to talk about this type of stuff to people, speak about my life and let people in. It helps with the healing process and everything that's going on. It was really fucked up, that whole situation, on the family, and, the shit hurts, when you work so hard. Told you I seen it. I'll put it in there. I got so much going on, man. I got this for Margarita. She loves jewelry like this. It looks so pretty on her. I know she'll love it when she sees it. And it's blue. Alright, we'll read. 38 minutes, holy shit. I gotta take a piss before we do anything. I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy recording, man. So a lot of people, you know, I mentioned in the videos, I'm gonna be setting up cameras on the boat. I'm gonna be live streaming once I get an RSA key from YouTube and I start streaming. I can start streaming everybody. I can do live. I can't really do live until, you know, I'm good. You know, I'm good enough. I'm not good enough yet. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so we'll get there though. It's not gonna be hard. I'm gonna show everybody how to do that, which I've been speaking about it. If you've been listening to me and actually thinking and using your head and putting together what you already know about computers and, you know, it's not hard to understand what I'm putting down. It's not. It's my wallet. I'm tired of sitting on that. Alright. You're gonna read. It says, Green Shoot from Jesse Stump, My Strength and Song. We're chapter 12, I think that's what we're on. Yeah, it is. My Strength and Song. It says, and you will say in that day, I thank you, God. You were angry, but your anger wasn't forever. You withdrew your anger and moved in and comforted me. Yes, indeed, God is my salvation. I trust. I won't be afraid. God, yes, God is my strength and song. Best of all, my salvation. It says, joyfully you'll pull up buckets of water from the wells of salvation, and as you do it, you'll say, give thanks to God, call out his name, ask him anything. Shout to the nations, tell them what he's done, spread the news of his great reputation. Sing praise songs to God, he's done it all. Let the whole earth know what he's done. Raise the roof, sing your heart out, O Zion. The greatest lives among you, the Holy of Israel. It says, the greatest lives among you, the Holy of Israel. That's what he was talking about, of Jesus coming, you know. God is among us. God is already among us. God is here, and here's Claw. Claw just came up in my house. And it's funny, he just hopped up in that fucking window. He just hopped through that window on my couch in my house. What, Claw? Claw. Claw. I can't believe this cat just hopped up in my house through that window. Huh. And of course, my cat just drove Claw out. That's crazy. Claw. He wants attention. Oh, you hungry? I got food. I know your spot hurts. I know. I know, baby. I know. Come here. Claw. I got food. Listen, he's probably 8 already. I think he wants attention, man. He hears my voice. Come on, man. Here. Here. There you go, dude. You in the house. Leave him alone for a minute. Come on. Just let, whatever. They'll get it. They'll get together. Claw's got to get used to it if he wants to ride. If you want to ride with, be a road kitty, road dog kitty. Claw. It's because I'm up, man, and he's, you know, cats are nocturnal. That's why I love cats. I'm always up on my cat. They're always out like this. I love Claw, man. So I found out the lady today came by, right, and said that they know Claw, and I guess the cat's name is Milo or Milo or something. That's what the ladies called it. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably completely off. Huh. Whatever. But Bill told me 5 different names for this cat anyways. But it always responds to Claw, and it fits it because it always fucking clawing me. And it climbs up trees. It claws up the tree and shit. So yeah, I figured it was hungry. That's why he came to me. He heard my voice, and he's hungry. He knew I had his back. I got his back. See if I can get her to be close and they see each other while he's eating. That's the key. So I'll let her stay there. And it's good she's just watching, letting him eat. So Nelly was trying to, like, earlier she would just always run after him, you know what I mean? He didn't like it. She's being more, you know, see? Go. Go on, go. Fuck it. Go bother him. Go be best friends. Go on. No, didn't work out. Claw. Shithead. I still can't believe he hopped fucking from here up in here. I wonder if I bet you he climbed up there and hopped in. I bet you any money he climbed up that. Because he probably climbed up there, heard me, and was sniffing and shit. Because as soon as he hopped in there, he was smelling this shit. That was crazy. Well, back to reading. Alright. Now I forget where the fuck I was. Oh. Alright. I was saying that, Jesus, God says the greatest lives among you, the Holy of Israel, which is, Jesus, God is among everyone. God made everything, right? He's among us all, right? If God can see everything from the beginning and on, right? He created everything. He's in everything, right? He's among us. He knows everything at all times. That means he's among here. He's in the essence. He's in the air we breathe. He's in us. He's in our soul. The Genesis, it says he blew his spirit. He blew the spirit in our noses. He blew himself into us, which is air. Without air or water, there's a beetle. I didn't want him on my table. It says, Babylon is doomed. The message on Babylon. Isaiah, son of Amoz, saw it. It says, run up, chapter 13, Isaiah. It says, run up a flag on an open hill. Yell loud. Get their attention. Wave them into formation. Direct them to the nerve center of power. I've taken charge of my special forces. Called up my crack troops. They're bursting with pride and passion to carry out my angry judgment. Thunder rolls off the mountains like a mob, huge and noisy. Thunder of kingdoms in an uproar, nations assembling for war. God of the angel armies is calling his army into battle formation. They come from far off countries. They pour in across the horizon. It's God on the move with the weapons of his wrath, ready to destroy the whole country. It says, wail, God's day of judgment is near. An avalanche crashing down from the strong God. Everyone paralyzed in the panic, hysterical and unstrung. Doubled up in pain, like a woman giving birth to a baby, horrified. Everyone they see is like a face out of a nightmare. Watch now, God's judgment day comes. Cruel it is, a day of wrath and anger, a day to waste the earth and clean out all the sinners. The stars in the sky, the great parade of constellations, will be nothing but black holes. The sun will come up as a black disk, and the moon a black nothing. I'll put a full stop to the evil on earth, terminate the dark acts of the wicked. I'll gag all the braggarts and boasters, not a peep any more from them, and trip strutting tyrants, leave them flat on their faces. Proud humanity will disappear from the earth. I'll make mortals rarer than hen's teeth, and yes, I'll even make the sky shake and the earth quake to its roots. Under the wrath of God of the angel armies, the judgment day of his raging anger, like a hunted white-tailed deer, like lost sheep with no shepherd, people will huddle with a few of their own kind, run off to some makeshift shelter, but tough luck to stragglers. They'll be killed on the spot. Throats cut, bellies ripped open, babies smashed on the rocks, whole mothers and fathers watch, houses looted while their wives raped. And now watch this. Against Babylon, I'm inciting the Medes, a ruthless bunch indifferent to bribes, the kind of brutality that no one can blunt. They massacre the young, wantonly kick and kill even the babies. And Babylon, most glorious of all the kingdoms, the pride and joy of Chaldeans, will end up smoking and stinking like Sodom, and yes, like Gomorrah. when God had finished with them. No one will live there anymore. Generation after generation, a ghost town. Not even Bedouins will pitch tents there. Shepherds will give it a wide berth. But strange and wild animals will like it just fine, filling the vacant houses with eerie night sounds. Skunks will make it their home, and unspeakable night hags will haunt it. Hyenas will curdle your blood with their laughing, and the howling of coyotes will give you the shivers. It says, Babylon is doomed. It won't be long now. It says, now you are nothing. But now it says, chapter 4, now you are nothing. Which I'm going to read this and get off. I'm going to read the whole chapter. It looks like 2 pages, actually. So it's actually, 2 pages. So it's pretty decent. It says, but not so with Jacob. God will have compassion on Jacob. Once again, he'll choose Israel. He'll establish them in their own country. Outsiders will be attracted and throw their lot in with Jacob. The nations among them whom they lived will actually escort them back home, and then Israel will pay them back by making slaves of them, men and women alike, possessing them as slaves in God's country, capturing those who had captured them, ruling over those who had abused them. When God has given you time to recover from the abuse and trouble and harsh servitude that you had to endure, you can amuse yourselves by taking up the satire I taught against the king of Babylon. Can you believe it? The tyrant is gone. The tyranny is over. God has broken the rule of the wicked, the power of the bully rulers that crush many people. A relentless reign of cruel outrage established a violent rule of anger, rife with torture and persecution. And now it's over. The whole earth, quietly at rest, bursts into song, make the rafters ring. Ponderosa pine trees are happy. Giant Lebanon cedars are relieved, saying, since we've been cut down, there's no one around to cut us down. And the underworld dead are all excited, preparing to welcome you when you come. Getting ready to greet you are the ghostly dead, all the famous names of the earth, all the buried kings of the nations that stand up on their thrones with well-prepared speeches, royal invitations to death. Now you are nothing as we are. It says, now you are nothing as we are. Make yourselves at home with us dead folks. This is where your prompt and fine music led you, Babylon, to your underworld private chambers, a king-sized mattress of maggots for repose, and a quilt of crawling worms for warmth. What a come-down this, O Babylon, day-star, son of dawn, flat on your face in the underworld mud, you, famous for flattening nations. You said to yourself, I'll climb to heaven, I'll set my throne over the stars of God, I'll run the assembly of angels that meets on sacred Mount Zaphon, and climb to the top of the clouds, I'll take over as king of the universe. But you didn't make it, did you? Instead of climbing up, you came down with the underground dead, down to the abyss of the pit. People will stare and muse. Can this be the one who terrorized earth and its kingdoms, turned earth to a moonscape, wasted its cities, shut up its prisoners to a living death? Other kings get a decent burial, honored with eulogies and placed in a tomb. But you're dumped in a ditch unburied like a stray dog or cat, covered with rotting bodies, murdered and indigent corpses. Your dead body desecrated, mutilated. No state funeral for you. You left your land in ruins, left a legacy of massacre. The progeny of your evil life will never be named. Oblivion. Get a place ready to slaughter the sons of the wicked and wipe out their father's line. Unthinkable that they should own a square foot of land or desecrate the face of the road with their cities. It says, I will confront them, decree of God of the angel armies, and strip Babylon of name and survivors, children and grandchildren, God's decree. I'll make it a worthless swamp and give it a prize to the hedgehog, and then I'll bulldoze it out of existence. Decree of God of the angel armies. It says, this is the next one. Well, it's actually still chapter 14. We'll continue to chapter 15. It says, who could ever cancel such plans? It says, God of the angel army speaks. Exactly as I have planned, it will happen. Following my blueprints, it will take shape. I will shatter the Assyrians who trespasses my land, and stomp him into the dirt on my mountains. I will ban his taking and making of slaves, and lift the weight of oppression from all shoulders. This is the plan for the whole earth, and this is the hand that will do it, reaching into every nation. God of the angel armies has planned it. Who could ever cancel such plans? His is the hand that reached out. Who could brush it aside? And the year King Ahaz died, this message came. Hold it, Philistines. It's too soon to celebrate the defeat of your cruel oppressor. From the death throes of that snake, a worse snake will come, and from that one even worse. The poor won't have to worry. The needy will escape the terror. But you, Philistines, will be plunged into famine, and those who don't starve, God will kill. Wail and howl, proud city. Fall prostrate in fear, Philistia. On the northern horizon, smoke from burned cities, a wake of brutal, disciplined destroyer. It says, what does anyone say to outsiders who ask questions? Tell them God has established Zion. Those in need and in trouble find refuge in her, which is grace, which is Jesus, which is I ask Mary all the time. I always ask Mary to pray to her son for me. So, because the Catholic is the only church. The Catholic, if I'm gonna go, but listen, man, if Jesus established a church, right, and Acts, which if you read the book of Acts, which we'll read it soon, he established a church. He is a church. The Catholic Church is the original church. It never changed. It's never going to change. It's always going to be the church, the same church. I don't understand why people are, it's fine to have all these reformations and stuff, I get it because people are, they have their own groups. They want to feel, they don't want to follow a code or a decree or some type of, a way of life that, doesn't suit them. That's the problem. Is everybody wants to find a religion or a way of life that suits to their fetishes or their way of how life should be or they think life should be, and that's what's wrong with them. They're evil. Your life is evil. You're retarded. You're fucking stupid. You need to grow up because that's just childish shit, and you need to learn how to accept grace and have God come in your heart. So, we're probably gonna do some computer stuff tonight. I'm up. I drank all that coffee. I gotta pack up. We gotta get out of here soon, man. I gotta make money. I'm gonna be up all night. I did sleep today too. I took a nap from 5 to 8. I slept 8:30. So, I slept for 4 hours. I'm gonna be up until 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 in the morning. So we can't work on that laptop, Bill's laptop. I have to go to the store tomorrow. Bill said he'd take me. I'm probably gonna take him to the computer store. Some computer guy that I know over here, not too far from here. He's got a bunch. He's a weird kind of guy. He runs a repair shop over here in Westland by Westland Mall called PC Gladiators. I like him. He always gives me good deals, and he has shit everywhere. It's unorganized, kinda. And you have to catch him when he's there. But I can go in there, and I can get some RAM from him. I would like to order on Amazon. We might do that. I don't know, Because if I order it at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, or by noon, I'll have it the same day. I'll have it tomorrow if I order it from Amazon. But I can almost guarantee I could go to this guy's place. I'm gonna be out there anyways. I get the RAM for the same price, if not cheaper. He got that shit just laying around. He'll probably tell me $5 a stick or something. I'm serious. So yeah, that's probably what I'm doing. I need a hard drive anyways. I get a hard drive, all that stuff. I get everything I need for him. I got the bag and stuff. So. It just needs a hard drive and some RAM. So we'll do that tomorrow. My kid's sleeping on my Detroit Tigers blanket. But she doesn't even need that anymore to go in her house to poop. I gotta finish packing up. I'm not gonna have you guys watch me pack up, that's awkward. We're gonna probably do, I don't know. I'll figure out what we're gonna do. It's probably gonna be some doing this stuff, computer stuff. I do gotta start editing stuff soon. I gotta get a hold of a camera soon. I got a lot to do, which I also want to have a fire. I want to drink the rest of this. I'm going to go start the fire. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to go do, start the fire, enjoy my night for the night. I'll see you guys soon. You guys will do it, probably for sure the fire, probably a little programming. I don't know. We might talk about weather. Who knows? I'm random. I might talk about nothing. Yeah, it'll be about nothing.